Great, thanks very much. Rob Zagarella, founder and CEO of NNCo. Really excited to be here again and really appreciate Graham for actually inviting me back. So NNCo is 100% IoT telco. We founded the company really on the premise of a vision to provide 100% wholesale service for IoT, and really proud to I guess see the evolution of the company and actually moving into that wholesale capability, which we're going to talk about further today through the neutral host launch. And initially along the customer journey, the majority of our deals and customers were obviously direct, and that allowed us to really gain a deep understanding of the market as it was maturing. So, I'm hoping that we'll be back here in a year or two talking about how 100% of our customers are wholesale telcos with, most of the partners and people that are here today, thanks to the telco industry really maturing. Our networks are built on a standard called LoRaWAN. It's one of the fastest growing technology alliances in the world, which is really exciting to be part of. And a lot of that is built on the hyper growth that's been driven by organizations such as AWS, Microsoft and Cisco that are really driving this technology forward. There's about 250 million LoRaWAN devices now deployed around the world, sending data to applications over a wide area network, with a line of sight to 1 billion devices over the next few years. So that's a really exciting ecosystem to be involved with. And when we talk about neutral host, the last couple of days, I've heard a lot about the problems and the challenges around overbuilds, right? And we really feel that a LoRaWAN neutral host capability really solves that problem and really drives a highly efficient infrastructure build to enable many different vertical industries and revenue adjacencies to take advantage of this, highly efficient infrastructure through the stack that we have available to our neutral host partners to provide, these services to retail service providers and then, of course, end customers across a range of these industry verticals. And really underpinning that, it's really important to have a network fabric, and particularly that's underpinned by, in this case, a gateway, a terminating unit, with the network flex required to be able to have that installed on a multitude of assets, whether it's smart poles or rooftops or, towers. And that really, with IoT, it's all about getting 100% connectivity to every device and sensor that needs to be deployed on the network. So having that flex and that ability to configure and adapt and grow and scale is absolutely critical to providing a wholesale IoT, and in this case, LoRaWAN service. And I'm really proud to report around from the maturity on the demand side in terms of customers, particularly in this case across Australia, that are starting to mandate this technology in their tenders and in their rollouts. And here's a couple of examples of customers across Australia, significant customers that are driving industries forward that are mandating this technology. And what we've found is that whilst previously we were sort of chuffed to be considered a potential competitor to some of the tier 1 carriers, now we're finding partnership opportunities coming to the fore to be able to take advantage of our neutral host LoRaWAN capability, so telco partners can actually provide 100% coverage to these customers. The likes of Water Corp in WA, the major water utility across the state of Western Australia. The likes of telcos such as Unity Group that are driving a really innovative smart pole capability to their property development customers. Horizon Power, again in WA, covering 2.3 million square kilometres of that state. Monash City Council doing some really innovative stuff around streetlight monitoring and control, stormwater overflow management. The likes of Hilti, which is a large global brand and customer of ours now that's driving optimizing construction builds through real-time curing of concrete using LoRaWAN technology and this neutral host capability, which is really exciting. And of course, agriculture. You know, I'm happy to announce we've extended our Agriculture Victoria contract. We're now covering 30,000 square kilometres in the state of Victoria, and we've extended that contract with the state government out to 2024. And through the neutral host solution providers, of which there are 18, we're now extending that into the state of New South Wales. So this just gives you a little, and I won't spend 3 hours on it, I promise, but sort of just a little bit of a flow of what this looks like when we talk about a neutral host for a particular vertical. In this case, it's agriculture, and we call it actility. And it's really about finding the right sensor and device, which is really where the creation of IoT comes from, where the data is created. Getting that data back to a cloud-based application where the actual decision support decisions are made for the end customer. And we try to really add as much value as we can to really optimize the way that data flows back to those systems so the application providers can do their magic, if you like, and really drive the ROI for the end customer. And that's the demand creation that's absolutely key to success in this industry. We're seeing some really exciting developments in the area of digital twins that I'm sure most of you have heard of or have understood or been across. And what we're doing in Tasmania with a joint venture called Virtual Tas with NZen and Tas Networks is actually turning a digital twin into a live digital twin through LoRaWAN real-time sensing, and that's exciting. And this is a little bit of a journey of showing how LoRaWAN and IoT impacts city life, urban life, and rural life. And you can see some of the applications here that we're driving through coverage of LoRaWAN gateways in the agriculture area, around viticulture, in terms of residential, water, gas, electricity metering, water overflow, stormwater overflow for council customers, and the list goes on and on. And I'm really excited to announce the fact that we have signed the first statewide government neutral host infrastructure partner, the first in the Asia Pac region. They're actually here today. I can't tell you who they are because then I'd have to kill you, but Graham's going to be the first to know, so hopefully in a few weeks we'll announce who they are. But it's incredibly exciting, and I think it's a real footprint into this market, and a sign of the maturity that the industry has evolved to. Thank you very much.